So you're thinking of moving to or near Medford, New Jersey. That's exactly what I'm going to cover in today's video. We're going to show you around Medford, including some of the things you can do in the area, where you can eat, some of the neighborhoods, price ranges, and more. At the end, I'm going to show you how to get around South Jersey from Medford. You're not going to want to miss that, so stick around to the end. All right, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in South Jersey, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know every time we send out updated info about South Jersey. My name is Matt Curcio with Curcio Partners at Real Broker. We get calls and messages every day from people like you looking to make their move in the South Jersey market, and we absolutely love it. So whether you moved in 5 days or 5 months, give us a call, send us a text or an email. All of our information is in the description below so we can help you make that smooth move in South Jersey. So as I mentioned, we're going to get started about discussing everything about Medford. We're going to jump into my computer. I'm going to show you around. Let's go. All right, so here we are. We're in my computer, and this down here is Medford. As you can see, New York's up here, and Delaware down to Baltimore, DC is over here. So let's zoom in and show you where we're at. All right, so this is the overhead view. So it's a very big area. Show you on a regular map. And Medford Lakes is actually a separate township within it. So we'll cover that in another video, but this is Medford. All right, so a little bit of history on it. The size of it, it is over 39 square miles. So it's a very, very large township, more than 24,000 residents in it. The history is pretty neat. Here is some of it. You can find more on the website here, but basically the area in 1670, let's see, William Penn and others sold 900 acres of land. A portion of it is now Medford, but let's see here as you go down. They called it Upper Evesham until the 1800s. In 1847, Medford was broken apart, as you can see here, and that's the origination of it. It's named after Medford, Massachusetts, I think. So yeah, Medford, Massachusetts. So that's how it's got its name. Much longer description here on the website. So if you want more info on that, just check it out. All right. So let's talk about stuff around Medford. It does have a nice downtown. I'll show you a little bit more about that. That's the historic area, which the tavern and all that is in the history write-up, but we'll get to that in a second. Parks. All right, so lots of stuff to do if you want to get out of the house, right? As you can see here, there's more than 12 parks and probably some smaller ones where they're just swing sets and stuff like that. The bigger one, Freedom Park, Hartford Crossing Park. Let's see, there's dog parks in there. There's another portion of the Rancocas Park, I think, touches here as well. So lots of different stuff for you to do to get out of the house. All right, next you have the country club, right? The Medford Country Club. So that's the place to get out and go golfing. All right, now let's cover everything shopping. All right, with 39 square miles, you're gonna have lots and lots of shopping accessible to you. It's got ShopRite, Acme, it's got an Italian market. There's something called Murphy's Seafood Market. And then you have Main Street, right? So Main Street is here. So lots and lots of different shops. As we zoom in, you can kind of go down the road here. And what they do here during the week, a few times a month, they have food trucks come in. They block off Main Street and you can kind of walk down and taste the different food trucks and all that stuff. There you go. Breweries are also big here. So very, very cool to be a part of that little downtown, which is where they also have, they call it Medford Village. All right, up here. All right, so let's talk about the schools. According to niche.com, the school rating for Medford overall is an A. So great rating. That's why people gravitate towards townships. If they have children, they want to be in a good school district. So Medford has a very high grade. All right. Next, let's cover what's going on in the real estate market. In general, right now we're in a low inventory and there's currently about 30 homes for sale. In general, the pricing of Medford is I'd say a little bit above the average for the county, but there is still some affordable pockets because some of the homes were built years ago. As you can see here, if you zoom in on a map, prices are all over. This 250 for a single family, but that probably needs lots and lots of work. Then you go down, you have townhomes, condos, and then single families, you're probably in the threes and fours. And then it goes up from there. There's some very large homes, and see here, these are even townhomes that are in the sixes. So, but there's also very large homes we'll see here over $1 million. So depending on what you're looking for, one of the nice things about Medford is the fact that there's lots of land. So they're still building neighborhoods all over the place. You're going to have, most of them are going to have a ½ acre to an acre minimum to build a home. So lots of land, lots of stuff to do when it comes to the real estate community. Taxes are fair. They're a little bit above the average for the county, but overall it's a fair tax rate as well. All right, next, let's talk about getting around, right? So getting around South Jersey from Medford, you're in a great location. South Jersey has always been known to be a great location. I'm going to show you here. New York again is up here. Then you have Delaware here, Baltimore down here, Washington, D.C., and you can go all the way down to the Carolinas down here. So what's common? All right, the first thing, people want to head south, maybe to go to Delaware or south into all the way down to the Carolinas. You can go to Florida if you wanted to drive there. According to the maps, it's about 55 minutes to get out of New Jersey into Delaware, where you can go to Delaware beaches, or south from there. So next, another common trip for living in this area is to get over to Philly, right? People work in Philadelphia from South Jersey. So if you do work there or need to travel, go to the airport, you're going to be there in about 45 minutes, or if you want to go to sports games, right? So the stadiums are all down here in South Philly. So you can be there in about 40 minutes, catch a pro game, or get to an airport for traveling across the country. Another spot, you're a little bit closer to New York. Yeah, so you're only about an hour and 48 minutes to New York City. So that'll put you over the GW Bridge most of the time. Depending on where you want to go into New York, you'll be there in under 2 hours. And then to get into New York, different areas of New York is going to depend on the traffic. So again, that's a little bit closer. Neat thing about living in Medford is you can pick which beaches you want to go to. You're a bit closer to what we call the North Jersey beaches. So this is the edge of Jersey, right? So these are all the beaches, Cape May all the way up to Point Pleasant, Asbury Park, all of these. So if you were heading to Seaside Heights, you're going to be, which by the way, Seaside Heights is where they shot the Jersey Shore on MTV. So in general, you're going to be there in about an hour, hour and 10 minutes, right? Another popular spot is LBI, Long Beach Island. That one, you're going to be there in a solid hour, right? And then a lot of people in our market like to go down to Atlantic City. So Atlantic City is an hour as well. So you got your choice. And then if you were to go down to Stone Harbor, Wildwood, or Cape May, you're going to add another 20 minutes as you go down the expressway. But in general, you're going to be at the beach in about an hour. So that's a great opportunity to be that close, right? And then also, let's see. Cherry Hill is a common working area, and you're not far at all. 25 minutes, whether it's the Cherry Hill Mall, or if people, a lot of people work around here, Cherry Hill, Moorestown, Mount Laurel, or any of the popular areas up and down to Route 295. So that's your traveling around South Jersey from Medford. All right, so that's a bit about Medford. If you're in the market or anywhere in South Jersey, we're happy to help. All of our information is in the description below. So we'd be glad to talk to you soon. All right, see ya.